Hello everybody, welcome to the channel. I'm Logically Not. Uh, I've never done Fallout 76 video. I play quite a bit, and I've been playing it pretty good a bit past 2 months. Right now, just trying to get ready for the new update, the new Ghoul update coming out Tuesday. Working on some armor and stuff. I'm really interested in see how that is. I'm a melee player, and it looks like the Ghoul's going to be pretty good for melee. So I'm just working on. I'm bloodied usually, so I was working on a full health set of armor, and change my weapon up a little bit. But that's beside the point. I didn't start the video to talk about that. I had something happen today that really enraged me, and I had to calm down a little bit before I made the video. But and you see by the title, I actually got scammed today by a player for a glowing unicorn mask. Okay, and I have done a lot of trades in this game with players, and I've never had a bad experience. Now, granted, I have rejected some trades with people because I felt like they were off, so I've probably avoided some, but I've never had a bad experience, and that probably led to what happened today. I kind of dropped my guard or whatever, and they got me. But for those of you that are new to the channel, I know I'll have some new viewers because I'm playing a new game. I'm just a normal dude. I play a lot of different games. I make a video when I feel like it. Maybe they all kinds of talk about all kinds of things. I don't have any notes. I'm just talking. So I don't. I just I don't have a script or anything. I just talk. I'm gonna walk around my camp. I think I got a pretty cool camp. I got a lot of stuff. I'm just gonna walk around my camp, show my camp, and explain what happened. Hopefully, I can give a few tips about this experience, and maybe it will help somebody out there avoid this same fate, because it really doesn't feel good. But like I said, I've had a lot of good experiences with trading in this game. For the most part, Fallout 76 has a great community. The players are helpful. They don't talk a lot, but there's always seems to be some really good, kind players. And this is my alien autopsy. Alien autopsy up top. I like that. But you know, um, generally, this 76 got some great players in it, and it's a good community, good solid community. But there's always some bad in everything, uh, and unfortunately, I ran into one today. Um, you know, when I had a bunch of red flags with this guy that I didn't. My gut was telling me a few times, and then other times, this guy played the long game with me. Um, if I'd have just listened to my gut, I wouldn't have went into a trade with the guy. But I'd done some things to try to gauge him. Uh, but first and foremost, the guy messaged me out of the blue. Right, that was my first red flag. It wasn't through Discord. It wasn't anything like that. He messaged me through PlayStation, um, and I didn't respond for like a week, and he didn't say anything back. So normally, if somebody approaches you with something like that, and you just kind of ignore them to start with, a scammer is usually going to lose interest and find a victim that they can get now, right? So when I get messages like that, I normally just don't answer them, and then a lot of times they don't ever say anything. He messaged me about a week ago. Uh, And I don't know if he mentioned something about yeah, that's where uni was up there. Now I had nothing to put in its place. Not a glowing anyway. Uh, just pathetic, man. Sad. Like there's people like that. But anyway, getting back to what I was talking about, uh, I let it go for about a week, and then day before yesterday, yeah, 2 days ago, uh, he messaged me again and said, "Hey, man, I had friended him. He sent me a friend request, and I friended him or whatever." And he said, "Hey man, I don't know if you want to trade a mask." Now look, I wear my mask, I wear all kind of stuff, and I play a lot. So it wasn't odd to me for somebody to see me have a mask or something and see me in game and friend me or whatever to see if I'll trade. So, that was fine. I talked to him a little bit, and he said a few things that was kind of confusing at first. That didn't make a lot of sense about him having all but one mask, but wanting to trade some mask. And he asked me if I had a jackalope, which I do. I said, no, I'm not trading that. So then, the next one he went to, he asked for the Bigfoot, jackalope. He asked for the new ones first, right? And then he went straight to the unicorn. Now, that should have been a giveaway because we know the unicorn in the second tier is probably going to be the next most rare, well, popular, expensive, but you can get a good trade for whatever. So that should have told me something there, but, hindsight's 2020, right? At the time, I wasn't thinking about that. And I needed some mods. Like I said, I'm working on the new Ghoul update. Working on some armor stuff for the new Ghoul update. So I needed some mods and things. So, I asked him, I said, I'm really looking for mods and, maybe trade for like a lower tier mask plus some mods or something like that. And, I kind of just told him, said, look, man, let me think about what I want to do mod wise and then I'll get back with you. Okay. And he didn't press. A scammer will press. And this guy was he's well versed in it, right? So he didn't press me to trade then. So he just kind of like, okay, man, just let me know. Well, that kind of makes me think, okay, maybe this is my Mothman altar. I really love this. I'm kind of, I know I cut off, but I just want to explain here what's up with my this root cellar is awesome first and foremost. But yeah, I kind of I don't really role play, but I do kind of role play in my own mind. I'm like I'm a cultist, but I'm uh, like a hidden occultist, right? I'm an occultist. I'm a cultist, but I'm an occultist. So I'm hidden. I don't go out in the open as being a cultist, but you come to my camp, go to my root cellar. All right, I'm full on cultist. This is kind of like my, we can all see what this is. I got the sign over here. I just, I love this stuff. I love building. I love getting, seeing my ideas and then putting them down. Yeah, long pig with shallots. Long pig is human meat. So for those of you who don't know, but anyway, let's get back to what I was talking about. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, we were talking about so we were at the part where I had just told him that I kinda wanted mods or whatever and so I'd get back with him. And like I said, he didn't press me. So, that was a good sign. And, we had a good conversation. He wasn't like being evasive or anything. So, I thought about it for about a day or whatever. And then I got to thinking. I said, well, I kind of figured up a deal that I wanted to do with the guy, uh, and I went ahead and messaged him the next day, which was today, um, and told him the deal, and he said, yeah, man, we can do that. So, uh, but what I done was he gave me the day before he had given me a list of the 4-star mods that he had. I was like, look, send me a list of your 4-star mods. and let me look at them and see which, let me figure out which one I want or whatever. So he had sent me some screenshots of all the 4-star mods he had. Now, when I made the trade request, I put a 4-star mod in there that he didn't have. Okay. The reason I done that was I wanted to see if he'd say, yeah, yeah, I got that, when I knew he didn't have it, right? So that, just telling me whatever I want to hear to get me in the trade, okay? So, I put a 4-star mod down there that I knew he didn't have to see if he'd say, yeah, I got it. And then that would tell me right there, yeah, dude, I don't need to do a trade with this guy. But he ended up saying, no, I don't have that mod. Right? Oh, I don't have one of those mods, man. Can we do something else? So now I'm feeling even better about the trade, right? Uh, you know, we get to, and I'm going to show y'all the video of what happened or whatever. I've got it, and I'm going to put it up, and it's really, really crazy, man. That people just take something from somebody on a video game. I mean, how pathetic do you have to be? Um, but anyway, uh, we get to the trade, and he didn't want to go into a party chat with me. Okay, said when I sent him a party chat, he said I'm not a very talkative person now. Normally, I guess with Fallout, I guess a bunch of, and including me, a bunch of us are introverts, right? That play games like this. We're kind of, social anxiety or whatever. We're kind of like solo players. Um, so, I kind of understood that, but then again, it was kind of like a red flag. He wouldn't get in a party with me just to do the trade, right? Where we could talk about, if any, just be talking while we're doing the trade. So there was another red flag, and then we get to the trade, and we go into the trade screen. Now, Bethesda really needs to do a trade, something where both parties have to agree to the requested items. They really need to put that in the game, and it would help. It would eliminate all this, right? If you requested items, you request item, they request item, and then you both have to hit the accept button to do the trade. I mean, that should be in there. This should be in this game, but it's not. And uh, I guess I thought about asking him to drop first, but then I don't know. Just stupid, I guess. I don't know. I just didn't, and so I glanced over his stuff just to see what he had, uh, and I went ahead and put the item up for 0 in the trade menu, and he didn't take it. So now I'm feeling really good about it. And he asked me about my Red Asylum. Okay, so he's chatting with me while we're in the trade box. So I went ahead and requested the items that I wanted on his end, and he's not putting a price on them, right? But he's texting, he's typing to me to the game to ask me if I wanted to trade the Red Asylum for, I don't know what he said he would trade. He had something, maybe a travel along code. I don't know. It was something like that. I said, no, man. It took me too long to get this thing, and dude, this Red Asylum is a ridiculous grind. If you're not lucky, uh, it just I don't know. I don't even know how many I'd done. It was a bunch of runs for that thing, but I was like, no, man, I'm not trading that. Uh, and then I said something like, look, man, the unicorn's up, and as soon as I said that, dude, he disappeared, and maybe he didn't see it or whatever, see that it had 0 next to it. I don't know, but. you know, man, there was several red flags that I didn't trust my gut. Okay. Um, and you know, what I learned was, you know, you really need to make people drop first, especially if you're the one going to them, if they're the ones coming to you. Okay. I'm never going to trade again unless they drop first. This broke me, okay, and it's sad because I like to trust people and give them benefit of the doubt. But the way this guy done this really just tells me that you cannot judge anything, uh, you know, based on you know, just talking to him or whatever. Because we had a good conversation for 2 days. And I, you know, even though I still felt kind of shaky about it, I felt more good than bad about it. So, you know, if somebody comes to you with a trade just out of the blue, or you know, on Discord or whatever, um, they need to be the one they need to be the first one to drop. Period. And if somebody comes to you with a trade now, to be absolutely safe, uh, you should always make them. But you know, once again, you're going to lose trades that way too, because not a lot of people won't. You know, a lot of people don't want to do that. Even legitimate people don't want to do that. So you know, if you're going to somebody, chances are you're not going to run into one of these people. If you're going to somebody, um, you know, if you're going and asking them, you're initiating the request, right? You're initiating the conversation. Uh, Chances are you're not going to be running into somebody that's trying to scam you. There, you know, if you get a trade with somebody like that, it's probably going to be like it was with me today, right? Um, but definitely, if somebody approaches you with a trade, they need to drop first. Okay, I think that's the biggest takeaway. And the second is, hey, trust your gut. You know, trust your gut. If the guy's saying things that kind of confusing, or if they're saying, uh, you know, something they say don't make a lot of sense. Like the first couple of messages to me, they didn't make any sense. He was saying he had all but the Scorched Beast Queen mask, but he wanted to trade me mask, and I'm thinking, why do you want to trade mask if you know, if you have all of them except for the Scorched Beast Queen? You know, that that should have told me something right there, and it did. That's why I kind of let it go. But I'm being kind of long-winded here. Basically, man, uh, to be absolutely safe, make everybody trade with drop first, or bare minimum, if a person approaches you with a trade, don't ever drop first with that person. Okay, they're the one wanting to trade. They're initiating the conversation. If they don't want to drop first, don't mess with them. And another thing, don't risk don't risk something. You know, I wish I hadn't have traded. I wish I hadn't have traded the unicorn with this guy, this random guy. Right? I could have, you know, maybe something a little less valuable. But when it comes to something, you know, that's high value, um, you just need to be a little more careful about who you trade with. It wouldn't have been so bad if it had been like the Scorched Beast mask or something like that. It wouldn't have been that bad. Uh, but it just kind of stings that I lost it. And the guy's a scumbag, okay? Uh, he's just an absolute scumbag and a real piece of garbage. But anyway, we'll get to the vid where we done the trade, and y'all can watch it and you know, just see how quick it can happen. But anyway, we'll get to that, and I'll see y'all in a minute. So here we are. Um, Just waiting on him to get there. And there he is. The TheXlutyACME. If you see this dude,
Is anyone missing a limb?
don't do no trades with him. True scumbag right here. Now, they go and look at my camp. Or look in that, look in the fat stack. Once again, something that makes me think the guy's not, because he didn't go straight to the trade, right? He's looking around. He's like, oh, this is pretty cool. It looks like a cool camp. Gonna look at it. People do this all the time when I trade with them. They look at my camp because I got a pretty nice camp, right? So people normally, look around and check it out, and they may look at my store or something. So this makes me feel comfortable, right? This guy, I don't know if he done this intentionally, but I'm feeling okay about it at this point. We've had good conversation. We talked for 2 days. I've done some things to kind of gauge him out. I've had some bad, but I always have a few bad feelings when I'm doing trades with people, man. It's not like, you don't ever feel 100% good about something when you're dealing with a stranger. This guy's a higher level, so I'm thinking, okay, he's not trying to get his stuff banned or whatever. He's a 500, so he's not like a level 10 or something. So he's got a bunch of stuff. He got a bunch of masks and stuff. So no doubt every bit of it's stolen. All the stuff, more likely stolen, or the vast majority of it. So I think about it real quick, and I'm like, yeah. I said, yeah, I think it's okay. So I'll go ahead and put it up, and then I go. He's got all the things that I requested. Okay. He's got these, and then go over to the mask. What is it at? Yeah, I mean, I got it for 0. He's still in there. So I'm feeling okay, right? I'm feeling fine about it, but he's typing, he's messaging me, so I'm not really thinking anything about it right now, about him not putting it up for 0, because he's talking to me in the message app. So asked me about the Red Asylum, and I'm just like, no, dude, I'm not gonna trade this. It took me too long to get it. If I get another one, I plan on doing another couple, some more runs to get a second. If it does, we'll try to work a deal. That's kind of what I'm telling him. So really, I'm not getting sketched out because he's talking to me. We're talking back and forth. And he hadn't grabbed that, so I mean, I'm at ease. I don't have a bad feeling about it. He hadn't run off with it yet. But yeah, we're just talking back and forth. He's trying to steal something else from me. Is what he's doing. He's trying to steal something else because he's a thief, a scumbag, a piece of garbage, a lowlife piece of shit is what he is. Which, not a big deal. He has to run around and steal people's shit. My stuff is legit. All my stuff is legit, and this dude has to run around and steal shit from people. Look at all the shit he's in. An A-masked alien, Minotaur. I mean, he's stole all that shit from people. I bet nothing he's gotten legit. Not any of it. Yeah, dude's a piece of garbage. But even when I go back down, I mean, he's still sitting there, right? I'm not thinking, it's been sitting there forever and he ain't grabbed it. But then he gets it, right? Now, I'm still talking, I'm saying something to him, okay? And he ain't left yet. Then boom. And the robot's like, that's none of my business. And just walking off. Robot's like, you got scammed. Piece of garbage. If you see that piece of garbage anywhere in game, dude, don't deal with him. I mean, a true piece of shit. Truly unbelievable. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Um, I may make some more 76 content. We'll see how this does. Uh, maybe this helps somebody not have this happen to them. That's what I've done it for. If you could give me a thumbs up, it would greatly help me out, and I'd certainly appreciate it. Once again, thank you, and excuse me while I go praise them off, man, and we'll get back at it. I appreciate it, everybody. Y'all have a good day. Later.